Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to the Sean Atwood channel. I'm Ron Swanson, and we are here for our Diddy headlines. Hope everyone is doing well on this Monday. So, Diddy, as we all know, being held on some pretty serious allegations, decades and decades of testimonies, survivors, people that have been affected by this absolute monster. Now, let me just pull up our first article. So everything seems to be centering around Diddy trying to blackmail, shall we say, harass witnesses, shall we say. Oh, here we go. We've actually got the Diddy party guest being picked up by mainstream as well, finally. So hope everyone is doing well. Please give me a little like and a little share. And after this relatively short stream, we have our next show tonight, which is myself and Beverly Rhodes. You don't want to miss it. She's a legend. And yeah, hope everyone is having a fantastic day. Now, let me just get into this. Also, let me just shield some of your eyes from this glare. There we are. Okay. Prosecutors in the US have accused Sean Diddy Combs of continuing effort to obstruct the federal racketeering and trafficking case being brought against him, despite being locked up in a federal jail. Court peoples allege that the music mogul Diddy is trying to evade government monitoring of the phone calls behind bars by seeking to arrange three-way calls and to buy the use of other inmates' phone privileges. I mean, that's fairly straightforward. It doesn't seem like out of the question. Claims that are allegedly attempted to blackmail victims and potential witnesses and corruptly influence public opinion from behind bars as he awaits trial on all of this, according to the court documents filed on Friday. The defendant has demonstrated an uncanny ability to get others to do his bidding, employees, family members, and MDC inmates alike, prosecutors wrote. The defendant has shown repeatedly, even while in custody, that he will flagrantly and repeatedly flout rules in order to improperly impact the outcome of the case. The defendant has shown, in other words, that he cannot be trusted to abide by the rules or conditions, prosecutors state. I mean, that should have been fairly obvious from the start, mate. I mean, did you see the charges? I mean, he's not exactly the most law-abiding citizen known to man. So yeah, prosecutors stated that in the partially redacted papers, details of the receipts or other recipients and the substance on the phone calls were redacted in the court documents. The calls generated using other inmates' privileges were not identified as being directed at witnesses, but prosecutors said they were evidence of Combs' disregard for the jail's regulations and that they were were not identified as being directed at witnesses. So where are we getting this? Where are we getting that statement from? And the Combs disregarded for the jail's regulations and were part of what they described as obstruction efforts. The government's account came weeks before another hearing to decide whether or not the 55-year-old rapper would be granted release on bail. Since September, Diddy has been behind bars at a metropolitan detention center in Brooklyn, inside a special housing unit for high-profile inmates, where high-profile inmates are often assigned. He has pleaded not guilty and has denied all criminal charges levied against him, arguing that this fueled sex encounters or freak-offs at his heart of this case were consensual. I mean, at this stage, is anyone buying this? Put a 1 in the chat if you're buying this. Put a 2 in the chat if this Diddy needs to just be locked up and the key needs to be thrown away. His lawyers have said that if granted bail, their client would be put under extremely restricted conditions with no access to phone. Look, I'm not being funny, mate, right? I'm not being funny. He's currently in a federal facility and is still breaking rules. Okay. I mean, can anyone give me how we can keep a closer eye on him if he's running around outside? Because at the moment he's in a federal jail, a federal prison, and he ain't playing ball. The proposal bail package includes a 50 million bond and a team of private security personnel to monitor Mr. Combs at all hours to ensure the court that he will not engage in obstruction efforts. I mean, how would you even go around about? You'd have to chain him to like 4 different people, put a limb on each person, and just hope to good God none of them can chew through chain. Okay. First of all, where are you guys all sitting on the bail scenario at the side of all of this? Because why do they keep pushing for this bail effort? I mean, obviously, if I had a lawyer and I was Diddy, I'd want the push for my bail effort too. But I mean, I think they've made it pretty clear. I don't even think an ankle thingy would be the one, Claudia. Yeah, I don't even think we. I mean, do you know what? I'm going to be honest with you. Do you remember like the old medieval big massive balls on a chain, right? Like that's the sort of thing we need to go. We need to go full old school. Like, because as soon as he is out of there, he is going to vanish. Or he is going to get a hold of every single witness, allegedly. That's just my opinion. If you think, right, Diddy should stay in jail, put a 1. If Diddy should be allowed to, if we should give him the benefit of the doubt and he should be given bail, put a 2 in the side chat. It's just crazy. So I'm assuming all of you seen this interview with Tanea Wallace. This was a soft white underbelly. Put a Y if you've seen it, put an N if you haven't seen it. A Y for yes and an N for no. A woman who claims she attended P. Diddy's freak-off parties has alleged she saw minors dressed up as adults in costume. Aspiring singer-songwriter Tanea Wallace said that she attended Diddy party. Listen, those of you who are saying no, this is going to blow your flipping minds. Like you need to once we're done with the content on this channel tonight, that's where you should be going and heading off to watch, because this lady was lady of the evening, shall we say. And she was young. She ended up going to this Diddy party after she'd been hanging out with a prince, and it is a wild watch. She's got receipts as well, so we don't often see them in this case. So we'll read through this. Aspiring singer-songwriter Tanea Wallace says that she attended the Diddy party in 2018 and claims that she saw little people dressed in Harajuku Barbies and wearing lipstick. Now, I'm assuming this is some sort of hentai or anime shizness. Speaking to TMZ, she said that she was invited to the party by Saudi prince and was so shocked by the scene she initially thought dwarfs were amongst the adults. I mean, her story is crazy. And again, when we start hearing about these princes and the level of which Diddy's reach goes for these parties, and I do believe the prince believed that he was taking her to Diddy as some sort of gift, and yeah, it didn't go that way at all. But she talks about the fact that she had to give over her phone that got put into like a little bag and all these kinds of things. And it was a wild tale. So I highly recommend you guys check that one out. Okay, but back to more recent things. Prosecutors claim Diddy has wow. Excuse me, that is my washing machine just went into a spin mode, and it sounds like someone's trying to kick my back door in. Relentless campaign to blackmail witnesses from jail. Let's just have a look. See, Combs has been behind bars since his arrest in September. Federal prosecutors have once again urging a judge not to grant Sean Diddy Combs bail, claiming that the mogul has attempted to tamper with witnesses and influence potential jurors from behind bars. I do apologize about the noise if you can hear that. Prosecutors filed a motion late Friday in response to the one filed by Combs requesting another bail hearing after he was previously denied pretrial release by 2 different judges. The last The latest filing, prosecutors claim that Combs has made relentless efforts to contact potential witnesses, including victims of his abuse, who could provide powerful testimony against him. The Bad Boys record founder is accused of using the phone access codes known as pack numbers of other inmates to contact several people, including his sons from jail, and has made three-way calls to contact other individuals. Prosecutors also allege that Combs used a third-party communication service called Connect Me ASAP to contact unauthorized individuals. Several of the claims made by the prosecutors in the filing are redacted. Prosecutors referred to these cases in October, but between Combs and one of his adult sons as an example of his alleged efforts to contact witnesses, but the specifics of that call appear to be redacted. However, prosecutors claim the call provides a clear interference that the defendant's goal is to blackmail victims and witnesses either into silence or providing testimony helpful to his defense. Damn. What's going on down here? Damn. How we doing? Back at you, Toronto. What is happening? Elton John had little people at his parties. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty grim. He needs to rot in jail. I'm just going through your guys' side chat just now. Oh. Catherine, that sounds awful. I mean, I would love to help, but I don't know how much help I'd be able to give, to be honest. But if you go to projectrook.com/guests, you'll get a form there that you'll be able to contact me with. I'm about to send back the first couple of weeks worth to people. So yeah. Right, anyway, let me just see what else we got on the side chat here. All right. Combs has sought to shape public perception of the case from behind bars, prosecutors allege. They cite a video posted on Instagram by Combs' son Justin featuring the mogul's children singing happy birthday over the phone to their jailed father, who turned 55 on November 4th. Prosecutors say Combs from jail monitored the analytics and audience engagement and explicitly discussed with his family how to ensure that the video had his desired effects on the potential jury members in the case. Wow. That's wild. The mogul is charged with this and this and this to engage in this following a federal indictment. Combs was initially denied bail when the judge, I think we know all this about the judge. I'm going to sneeze. Hang on a second, everybody. I'm going to sneeze. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Oh, my Jesus. All right. Let's see this. All right. We're good. We're good. Yeah, we're good. We're good, everybody. We're good. We're good. We're good. So, Combs was initially denied bail when a judge cited concerns that he could tamper with witnesses. The indictment against Mr. Combs alleges that he used his influence to obstruct to orchestrate freak-offs, which prosecutors said were highly orchestrated SEX performances involving male SEX workers and women who were either forced or coerced into participating. Combs has pled not guilty, but has been incarcerated in the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn as he awaits trial. November 8th filing, Combs' attorneys once again tried to have him released. Ale-bent on every... motion requesting the bail claims the prosecutors claim case is thin and cites the March 2016 video referenced in the initial indictment amongst the Bad Boy Records founder, in which he appears to violently assault a woman in Los Angeles. Yeah, I think we've all seen that. No, but the gritters are out, mate. Like, the gritters have been out in force. We got a big snow warning. It's meant to be coming. Where are you, Ja? Are you West Coast? Let me know what it's like over your end, if that's where you are. The video is not evidence of coerced... Oh. What the hell is going on? Sorry, I don't know what just happened there. It just all the screen just jumped and I lost my place. But we seem to see the same thing over and over again with this. We've got more and more requests for bail, more and more attempts to get him out of the cage that he's found himself in, and it's these these three-way calls, this misuse of the pack numbers that seems to be getting him into more and more of a sticky situation because, I mean, I'm assuming if you are, yeah, I'm okay, Arrow. Don't worry, we're all good. If we're to believe, right, that all these things are true against Diddy, you'd think he would be on his best goddamn behavior in prison or in jail, because if you start popping up on the radar over and over and over and over again, it's just going to lead to you being denied anything you ask for. I mean, that seems to me the most logical way to do it, right? Behave yourself, you get some special treatments. And the fact, I mean, how well would you have to behave as Diddy if you've been denied bail 2-3 times? What is it you're going to have to do in order to try and shine up the judge? I'm telling you, man, maybe that is his best behavior. Damn, we're getting philosophical now, Woofy. Oh, it's already stored in Lancashire. Oh my God. Ross just stretched from putting on the fireman's pole. Nah, we came to the conclusion that does not cut down the distance to get to the upstairs. It only cuts down the distance to get back down. But it was fun. It was a fun thing to imagine. So, I mean, I think we're all pretty much in agreement that he's going to be staying put. It's going to take something pretty impressive for them to unlock the doors and let Diddy out. Do you think that there's a chance that we're going to see? I don't know. Do you think we're going to see him walk free? Do you think there could be something happening in the back end? Do you think there could be a judge that might be on a video that we might see put into the case? What do you think? Do you think we're going to see some tomfoolery from the back end of the Diddy team? Put a 1 if you think, Diddy's tapes could be used to benefit him. Nah, see, I don't think anybody does. Nah, I don't think you do you? Nah, you're all saying no. Yeah, I think he's going to be staying put. Like, I'm impressed. I'm impressed that, in saying that, I mean, I'm assuming he's okay. I mean, we've not seen a mugshot yet, if you see what I'm saying. So, if we're to believe what the story, if we are to believe everything that we're told, and he is where he is, and he's fine and dandy, and all the rest of it, I think he's going to be there until his trial next year. Yeah. Okay. So let's put that question out there. So he will not go down alone. His ego is too big. So what about if they had already thought of that? What if they thought he's going to turn on us all? He's going to point fingers and all the rest of it, and we're seeing the destruction of all the evidence against the majority of the people that you would think would be up next. The Jay-Z's, the Kutchers, all of these people. And if you're to believe what a lot of the survivors say, politicians from both sides of the camp. And it's all getting a bit wild. Do you think we're going to see, just going with what Kat was saying there, who do you think is going to be getting dragged down? And do you think that that's what's happening behind the scenes right now? Do you think that's what the Diddy team is doing? Do you think they're trying to put together a list of names to try and spare Diddy some time? Or do you think they've already got all the evidence that they need and there's no deal to be made? Oh, mistrial doesn't sound good. That doesn't sound good. Another poofy magic trick such as Epstein. Interesting. Obama made this happen. Okay. This video should do the talking. The video should do the talking. Okay. It stops with him. We won't ever. Okay. All right. See that to me makes sense in the he's been, led to slaughter as a sacrificial lamb, metaphorically speaking. His lawyer's about to go down. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yep. Yep. Yeah, there's been a lot of rumors since the start of this about Oprah. Her house is being raided, arrests, all of this stuff. I've not been able to find anything solid, that's conclusive. You find a lot of things on TikTok, you find a lot of things on Reddit, nothing really mainstreamy. But look at what I'm saying here. Look at the case we're discussing. Of course, if we're not talking about a sacrificial lamb that's been led to slaughter, I can't imagine we will find anything public, or even going one step further, that they'd get dragged into this at all. But if they have, you would imagine that they're going to try and keep a lid on it as much as they can, if that makes sense. They always have more information they're going to tell us. Yeah, I agree. Once once this appeal is denied, additional people victims will come out with worse information. Okay. So can I ask? This is going to sound stupid, Felix, right? Is there a certain amount of time that you can apply for bail? So it's twice, right? Is it 3 times you get to do that? And if it doesn't work the third time, then everybody who is still too scared to come forward hasn't got any fear of him leaving the prison. Is that right? Uh, the mugshot thing is very weird. I will agree there. Anyone hear anything about a mistrial? Hopefully not. Jimmy Kimmel is going to go down too. Sure, why not? Allegedly, why not? Tony Busby said that they would do their due diligence, means take time to pick through evidence to make sure they nail him via the lawsuits. The RICO charges are also extensive, and people are involved. Yeah, I agree. I agree. It's definitely not. It's not. It's not one of those. It's one of those ones that if you just went in and just done him for a couple of uh, essays or victim assaults, it's not. It's such a bigger case. So yeah, I imagine it's going to take a long time to go through everything. Who cares about any of these weirdos? Probably the children that they're abusing, allegedly. Look at Jeffrey Epstein and Maxwell. They know much more than we're involved. Yeah, that's very, very true. Oprah, okay, has her own independent apartment. It was Oprah and Ellen. That was old news. Come out that went, come out, then went silent. Yeah, you see, Oprah strikes me as very much like the old management of this. Like she doesn't seem to have the power she used to have with regards to America and all of that. There wasn't as many channels back then, but I feel like do you not feel like Oprah's coming to the end of her road career, metaphorically speaking, wise? Do you not think Oprah's had her day? Do you not think that she could be? Nah, nah, they're never going to send. They're never going to send Oprah a slaughter, surely. But in saying that, I mean, the Cosby guy. Oh man, I don't know. I don't know. Oh, I can't think today. Oprah's a complicated one. I do believe if he does get bail, he's going straight. Yeah, yeah. In fact, I guarantee you, the minute he walks out of that prison or that jail, there'll be the Diddy copter will be in the sky and just lower down a claw and grab him, and that'll be the last we ever see of him. The Cosby guy had at least 20 masters. Damn. Beyonce before. Well, nah. See, if you're saying that's the order you would rather it went, I agree with you. I would much rather it went in that order. Uh, but I think in 2024, Beyonce has surpassed Oprah. Uh, yeah, I really do think so. Also, as well, somebody genuinely sent me a donation earlier. And I don't know who it was, so if you're watching, thank you very, very much. Crazy, but I appreciate you. Uh, so if JAG supplied SEX workers, can she be charged? I don't know. I imagine, Carol, it would come down to. I don't know. What would she be charged with? I don't know what. Maybe I'm confused. All of them pray to Baphomet, something like that, mate. Oh, here we go. So I take it you're not a fan of Busby. Tony Busby extorting celebrities, and nobody seems to see this. I mean, he talking about? You talking about Diddler? Are you talking about Diddler? Because if you're talking about the Diddler, I don't think that is what Tony Busby's doing. Also, the guy has a tank. Like, if you're going to have a lawyer and one of them's got a tank and one of them doesn't, you're going with the guy with the tank. Jack can be charged. Okay, there we go. Thank you. Mistrial. Oh man, could you imagine? Could you? Let me just have a look. Let me just have a little look, sir. Okay, well, look. Nah, not seen anything about that. But listen, 3 minutes from now, we will be live with the one and only Beverly Rhodes. Please come and join us. It's going to be a great show. And yeah, I'll be back with you guys. I'll be back with you guys in a minute. But I'm also back with the Daily Show tomorrow and hopefully some more bits this evening. I'm just waiting to see what comes back from the booking manager. How many? That's what I had asked. Cause and effect. I think it's. I mean, it sounds like possibly 3, but that's me just guessing. But I don't know. I don't know. My brain isn't smart enough today to deal with a lot of these things. Ron, please see your email. Yeah, I will. I promise you, I will. I will. I will say though, if you sent me any links, I don't click on any links from emails and stuff. I know that's a bit of a pain in the backside. I mean, I can in your one. I'll take the link and I'll put it through a bunch of things to make sure it's all good. But Diddy's losing weight. Diddums for the diddler. Okay, listen. Thank you everyone for being here. Thank you everybody. Leave a comment, share, subscribe, all that stuff. And the title then, yeah, nice one. Yes, that's my G. Well done. The title and where to look for it. Deadly Chins. Nice one. Right, I will see you in a minute or two with the Beverly Rose, The Awakening with Beverly Rose, and I hope you all have a fantastic night.